Greetings, friends.
And welcome back to Crash Team Racing.
Yeah. You're gonna head for that glowing purple triangle, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. On to the next world. Oh yeah, this is like a little hub area that we're just gonna be passing through, but this is showing you like, hey, get all the gems, get all the relics, all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I think that's where we're supposed to be getting trophies.
Mm-hmm.
I guess in each little area there's one of those. This might have been one of the first games I ever beat, too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not 100% sure. Coco Park.
Hopefully I'll get Aku Aku so I can just drive through the grass.
And just blast through.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No Aku.
Just a green potion. Yeah, this track is like super simple.
Mm-hmm.
Did he just throw a bomb? I was gonna say that looked kind of weird a second ago.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't tell if he threw it back or if someone threw it forward.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
I think he knows you're like right on his ass though. I think he's probably gonna just try and throw things like right behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah. If only you could do that in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get away!
Right.
Just toss a freaking banana behind you or something.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Yeah, it's wild living in Maryland because, you know, everyone takes driver's ed and whatnot, and they teach you in driver's ed, you know, leave 1 or 2 cars distance between, you know, you and the person in front. And it seems like everyone who lives in Maryland conveniently forgot that that was like a thing. Like, everyone always wants to ride each other's asses all the time while you're driving.
Mm-hmm.
So freaking annoying.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about like the city parts of Maryland. I'm talking about like the wide open highway where you could very easily, you know, leave distance between the cars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's also like different driver's ed programs around here. Like we went to a pretty decent one that's like probably the highest rated one, like through the college that we have down here. And then there's other ones that are not so good from what I've heard. Like I remember the teacher that I had for driver's ed was talking about this other one, and he was like, yeah, they are not good over there. They teach people how to be bad drivers. And then for a while, I remember there was this commercial that kept playing on the radio that was like, driver's ed taught by cops. And I was just like, yeah, that'd be great, being taught how to drive by the worst drivers.
Yeah, for real. There are a lot of cops who speed and like blow through stop signs and stuff like that. I've seen so many cops like pull up to a red light, put their lights on just to get through the light, and then turn the lights off once they get past.
Yeah, they'll be like, where? And
Yep.
then they'll just cruise on through.
Like, yeah, I can't be bothered to stop. Or texting and driving. Like, it was just a couple weeks ago, I was like turning back into the parking lot at my job, and I had to slow down because someone was coming in the opposing lane, and there was a cop following me the whole way. And, you know, I, like, tapped my brakes twice, put on the blinker, and he got, like, so close to hitting me.
Mm-hmm.
He, like, swerved around at the last second, and then I, like, looked over, and I saw he was freaking on his phone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so, don't know, what's the freaking standard, you know?
Yeah, I saw this video the other day of this cop chasing this dude down the road, and like, granted, the dude shouldn't have been trying to run from the cop, but the cop just like tapped the back of the dude's truck with his cop car, and like both of them just lost control and ended
Really?
up like rolling all the way down the road.
Jesus.
I was like, great job, man.
Really effective.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then another thing that they do occasionally that bugs the shit out of me, I don't really see it too often, but like sometimes cops will ride around at night with the lights off.
Yeah.
I'm like, that pisses me off when like normal people do it, because I'm like, you're gonna hit someone. Like, you know, someone's gonna pull out from a stop sign, not realizing you're flying down the road with your fucking lights off like an idiot. And like, if a cop did that, like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I would lose my shit. Like,
Give me your badge.
yeah, no, for real. I'd be like, why do you have this job? Like, why do you have this job? Because you
Right.
want to be above the law? Like, you feel like you can just do whatever the hell you want? You know, like, that's the whole thing. Like, you know, where are the standards? Like, if there's no accountability for you, who needs to be accountable, right?
Right.
Like, if we don't see you upholding the law, then why is anyone else going to want to uphold the law? That's kind of how it is, like, wherever you go. Like, you know, you set the standards in the room that you're in with your own standards. It doesn't matter if you're, like, the boss or if you have the most power or whatever. Obviously, like, you know, if you're the person in charge, you should probably hold yourself to higher standards as a leader. But, like, I don't know. Just bugs me.
Yeah.
Drive better, Maryland.
Right.
End of rant.
Yeah, another thing that's annoying about this state is people will just like stay in the left lane. Like even when they're going really slow, like the left lane is supposed to be like the passing lane. There's other states where if you do that, they'll pull you over and give you like a ticket or a warning.
Here's my thing though, because some people would probably say I'm slow in the left lane. I go like 10 miles over. If it's like, okay, if it's like 55, I'll be going like 60 to 65-ish, like in the left lane. And to me, I'm like, I'm going over the speed limit. Like, you know, this is, you know, I'm staying over here because I don't need to turn anytime soon. And then like people will like, I don't know, get mad at you for not going 20 over the speed limit.
Yeah. So annoying.
Yeah. Oop, you're gonna be doing double Papu today.
That's cool. This is like one of my favorite tracks.
Me too. Yeah, and also like people who don't use their blinkers.
Yeah.
And who like swap lanes really fast and shit. That annoys me so much. I'm like, the blinker isn't for you, dumbass. It's for everyone around you.
Right.
Like, it's so you can, you know, signal to other people what you're doing. And if you don't think you need to use your blinker, then you're just self-centered or you're lazy. So it's like, pick one. You know, which are you? Are you like fuck everyone else, or are you like I can't be bothered to move my pinky? Like, which is it? Nice.
What did you just say? Let's party.
I don't think he said let's party. I think he just said party.
I thought I was gonna fall. Yeah, it's like super easy to get ahead of them in this track too.
But then if you mess up the shortcuts, you can get
Yeah.
busted. Also, with all the freaking plants that eat you around here,
Yeah.
that can really screw you up because it'll like put you back like 5 or 10 seconds. Give me the. Sweet.
I'm gonna fall.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't have even tried.
Oh well.
Yeah. They're catching up.
It's over!
I might as well give up now.
Yeah, that first shortcut is one that I can pretty much always count on. Screw the fruit. One's good enough for me.
That's all I need. I'm not sure if the Wumpa fruit like increases your speed, like depending on how many fruit you have, or if it's like there's only 2 speeds. Either like you have 10 fruit or you have normal speed. I think that's what it is. I'm not 100%
I was
sure.
like, don't let me run into Tiny. He was like coming back with Uka Uka right there.
Yeah, they were gonna put him right in front. Sweet. 2 more races.
Yeah, I like the loading screen in this game a lot better than Nitro Fuel.
Congratulations. You win.
Like the checker flag is just so cool.
You don't like looking at hints for things you already know?
To get around a tight turn.
Yeah, I know. You can use the trigger buttons.
To get around the tight turn.
Use the steering wheel.
Yeah.
To stop, use the brakes.
Right. To drive, use your feet.
To turn the car on, put the key in the ignition. Oh my god, since we've been talking so much about driving, I want to share my,
Whoa, Coco was like glitching.
She was, yeah, I think it's because I was, like, right next to her. But I'm gonna share my, my driver's license test story. So I went to go get my driver's license. This was like 9 or 10 years ago. It's been a while. Oh my god, she's like glitching all over the place.
Yeah, this is unfair.
Coco, you're broken.
Those hedgehogs look a little weird too.
So I went to go get my driver's test. I had been using my mom's SUV for like all of my driving. And so I was, used to driving that. And then my Aunt Miriam let me use her hybrid for taking the test. And like we drove it at probably like 30, 45 minutes before, we did like a practice run. And then like the next day we took the test. And so I get there and, I'm really nervous just because like I didn't want to like waste my aunt's time and like anyone else's time. I ended up failing the first time because I think I was like reverse parking and I ran over the base of the cone, which and then I had to like retake it. My aunt convinced them to let me take it the next day and then I passed. The reason I failed, so I was like already nervous, I was like, oh my god, this is, a whole new situation or whatever. I'm driving a car that I don't really have a ton of familiarity with, and then the guy who was running the test, the whole time we were there, he was talking about his beautiful wife who just arrived from Russia and she didn't speak a word of English. And so the whole time, I'm like freaking 19 or 20 when this is happening, the whole time I'm just thinking like, oh my god, he got a mail order bride and he wouldn't shut up about it like the whole time. And I'm like, dude, I just want to take my driving test. Like, please stop talking about this.
That's another thing that's really weird about Southern Maryland. It seems like there's a lot of people around here with mail order brides. Like, I see them in Safeway pretty much all the time. It's like really old white guys with like really young foreign wives.
And like, I don't know, to each their own, but my whole thing is like, if you can't communicate with the person you're supposed to be in a relationship with, how deep is that relationship really?
Right.
Papu much tired of watching puny slugs race so slow. Papu want inaction to lay boom down big, and Papu is world's best driver. Papu moves so fast, you munch drags.
I wish my hair looked like his.
Yeah, his headpiece is cool. Papu is kind of like a stereotype character, but like I don't know, like he doesn't have enough dialogue to me to be like terrible. Also, I always just thought he was cool. I always thought like his face model and stuff looked really cool. Okay, the one on the left, I don't know what I'm looking at.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm looking at either. It
looks like a puppet or something.
Yeah. Like one of friggin' Snow White's dwarves or something.
Snow White.
Snow White's.
Snow Wives. Oh, sweet. I would fire him rapidly because he's gonna, Sweet.
Nice.
Fucking Papu.
Nice.
Out of the way.
They're breaking now.
I would have waited.
Sweet. Yeah, honestly, I don't even know if I would go for that last ramp shortcut if I were
Yeah,
you. I would just keep
too
going for the
risky.
one, yeah. Or like try and get 10 Wumpa fruit, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my god. He's relentless.
Yeah, he's the one of the tougher ones.
He really is. Just need one more fruit. Yeah, honestly, for me, it's Papu Papu and Oxide. That, like, did not hit him, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Works for me.
Yep.
Sweet.
Sweet. It's over, Papu.
Yeah. Now I think I'll try.
Now that I'm a decent chunk ahead.
I probably could have made it right there, but nah.
Yeah, you probably could
Because
have.
I had the right angle that
Yeah,
time.
you had the right angle and you had the 10 Wumpa fruit, but it's like, do you risk
Screw
it?
it.
Because then, you'd have to redo the
Probably
whole
would.
race.
That'd be funny.
That'd be annoying. Alright, I think he's going to give us another key, and then we can save off screen. We don't gotta do that on screen.
Papu not himself today. Maybe Papu not eating a big breakfast. You are fast for be so small. Here is key to help. Oxide much bigger problem for you. Him not as big, but him much more grumpy.
Yeah, so that calls it quits for this area, guys. Alright, thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you'll join us next time.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.